You are watching
Did you guys
Xirtus.
enjoy Brian Johnson's mushroom heroic dose today? This was
We're,
all.
but
This is
there's
super.
it's still happening right now, right?
This
Or
is
we're
like the
5 hours in.
football. It's like Thanksgiving football game for synchro heads. Is watching a Mormon take a bunch of mushrooms, and the first time he did it, he took like a micro dose, and everyone was like, "Good for you," you know. But like a lot of people said, "That's not a heroic dose.
Can
You
we
don't
see him right
understand." –
now? Can we watch him drool?
Yeah,
Like, isn't it?
here's a picture of him actually in the process. David posted this, and I thought it was kind of poignant.
All right.
What do I got to do to
Oh,
like?
how does Grok explain that post? I wonder. Okay, I guess it's not anything. Oh, is that's him? He's there. He's
Yeah,
where are
and
we
so
at? Oh, what is
here,
what's current?
let's pull this up here. He's got his little table on. This is a little
Oh, this is
earlier,
before
so
he's taking it.
yeah. And then so
Okay.
here we go. Now he's on the. it's like Andy Warhol's sleep. It's just 6 hours.
Right.
It's literally 5.5 hours
And for
of him.
context, because we covered it the last time, but the last time was just like you weren't getting like a visual, like this is what's happening. You're just getting a report of people around him. But there was a little bit of controversy because he didn't actually take the heroic dose. He still hasn't, but he's way closer than before. When we say heroic dose, we're referring to the prescribed amount from Terence McKenna. So when he say you're eating this amount of mushrooms, you're going to have this profound experience. And so he's gotten closer to that. What is he at? 28 grams right now instead of 30? Is that, am I
Two
correct?
point two. Wait, what? 2.8 grams, not 28. What?
Oh,
Okay, well,
28.
dude,
2.8 instead of
do not.
3. Yeah.
You do not want to eat 28. That's an ounce. You don't want to eat
No,
an
I
ounce of
I get it.
mushrooms.
Yeah, no,
It's
you just
happened,
yeah.
but then you end up crying as your stomach is being rerouted. Like it's basically the mushrooms are
You will
installing
literally
Linux on your
vomit
gut
out
fauna.
your esophagus and
Yeah.
but no, I the
You ever
point
been
the
a ping
point
pong machine just going? Not me. I don't
well, the
know
point is
about it.
that they had to make up for people talking smack about this guy. He's like, what is this even? He's just having a regular, like what? He's gonna watch the Care Bears movie. Like, who
Any
cares?
amount of psychedelic mushrooms in the hand of like a Mormon kid is probably heroic if you think about it. It's pretty impressive that he did it at all. But I mean, yeah, I remember taking way too much mushrooms, and I just had to wait for the Linux to finish installing on my stomach, and then listen to Norm Macdonald for three
He
hours, and
was
that
a
was.
Mormon as a kid. That doesn't make him a Mormon
I
kid
would
currently. Isn't he
argue
like 30 something? What?
I
How
would
old is he?
argue that it's kind of like mercury in your teeth, and it's kind of like Judaism. Like you can't really drill it out. So a big thing about what he's doing is he's trying to become immortal, which is like God, right? He wants to achieve apotheosis, which is the Mormon goal. And he's doing this by
Mhm.
taking 10% of his money and putting it towards saving humanity, which is literally tithing, right? That's the order of Melchizedek. So he's doing exactly the same thing. In fact, I think he's more Mormon than most people realize, whether he realizes it or not, because he can't escape that they taught him these are the important principles, and he just is arguing about how to commit those principles. Like, do you give
Someone points out in
10%
the
to
chat
a.
though, heroic dose is 5,
Why do they make him look
5
like
grams.
Ebenezer Scrooge from A Christmas Carol, though? Like, why does he look so freaking weird with his like little nightcap and his sleeping gown? I mean, I'm
Well,
not
he's
there, but
really
like in his promos.
his big thing is
It's
about sleep.
mindfold.
Yeah, and also he's used to people hating Mormons, so he thinks like that's funny. You know, a lot of people treat Mormons like they're Satanists. It's not
This
a
isn't this
new
isn't live. Can we see
accusation.
what's happening with him
But
at this moment? He could be crawling up, trying to crawl the wall. What's
They're
where
happening?
having
is
technical difficulties apparently. So at this
Really?
point, he's crying, laughing,
oh,
he's writing things down, and then he's look at him, bro. He's like he's not, and
He's
now
looking at a computer. Oh, great.
Like psychedelic therapy is having an identity crisis right now. So it's like, why does he look so weird? Because it's like it has to be like under this like protective medical guise. Like otherwise, like like we're in this gold rush for psychedelics right now, and so is he gonna try and make money off of it or?
I mean, he does make money because he sells health supplements, which are the best graded quality that they can get, and that's why he buys so much of it that he can afford it, and also make some money off selling the product. And because people have called him a vampire or called him Satan, he's like, that's funny. I'll look like a vampire because I don't get any sunlight because sunlight burns your little Utah skin, and so that's where his problems came from. So he avoids sun most of the time. He uses like infrared lights and everything. And to call him Lucifer, well, like the Mormons have this tradition of believing that Lucifer, which is from the Midrash and the Bible also, like Genesis 3:22, Skull and Bones, we've talked about this, says, oh, they've eaten the fruit and they've become like us, so they have to leave the garden now lest they eat from the fruit of the tree of knowledge, of life. But that's inferring that Lucifer or the serpent didn't lie, and that you eating the fruit of knowledge, Adam and Eve eating the fruit of knowledge, did make them like God. And so a lot of Mormons look at that like, hey, that's a good thing, because otherwise we couldn't become gods if we didn't do this. So he really is, I think, inescapably Mormon, even though he looks at himself as maybe post-Mormon.
So Mormons ascribe to the well, also we're saying Lucifer and then we're saying Satan, whatever,
exactly,
but it's the serpent sock puppet of God thesis, where God is hiding behind the tree with a sock puppet, and he's all like, "Don't eat the thing," No, you can eat the thing. It's all good.
None of the other thesis makes sense. Like, it's like, I mean, either God is everything or not.
Yeah, well, God could separate themselves from something on purpose because of omnisufficiency. So it's efficient. If God wants to make a rock that God can't move, like God could move a rock that God doesn't want to move, but God could also make a rock that God can't move because God's all powerful. And this upsets a lot of Christians because, like, no, there are laws to reality and God has to follow those laws too. But it's like, well, if God made those laws, then God is just following those laws for the sake of following the laws, not because God has to follow the laws, right?
Hey, have you ever seen the film adaptation of Herman Hesse's Siddhartha? I saw it in the theater.
Reeves?
At
the
No. That's the other Buddha movie. That's Little Buddha or something. That's okay, but like no, this is from like the 70s, and like there's the end of it is like Siddhartha explaining that he's found God now. And he's holding a rock, and he says, "I've realized now that this is God." But the thing that's crazy about it is that, like, the way that it's written, literally, you could easily take it, like, if you took it, like just what he's saying is what he means, that, like, it's just this rock, like, and nothing else. Like, it is, like, it's not that God, he doesn't say that God is in everything. He's like, this rock is God. So it's like, it's comes kind of hysterical, kind of, like, I'm like, did they not think about that when they did this? Like, because the book doesn't necessarily have it that way. The book is more like his realization is that God is in everything, but the movie makes it that it's like, no, this specific rock, bro. Like,
he sure made the movie look pretty sexy. Is this a German movie? Like, is that what's going on here? Like, it's made by German people or something? Because it says Trailer
what makes
Deutsch.
you say that? Just because Germans are sexy? I don't understand.
It said Deutsch in the trailer.
Oh, did it?
Oh, yeah, but maybe it's not.
It might be German. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
we watched a movie the other day. I'll get to in a second. Let's see. Indo-American drama by Conrad Rooks. Interesting. I haven't seen it, so I'll have to watch it. But it looks like it might be kind of a deviation from the book, which is ironic because Herman Hesse's Siddhartha is a deviation from fucking Siddhartha. So
it's a day read. I mean, it's such a simple book. It's like,
Yeah, it's funny because they made us read it in school, and I read it, and I was like, oh, cool. I feel like Buddha. That kind of reminds me of me. But as I got through it, I'm like, oh no, I feel like Herman Hesse who thinks he's Buddha.
Right, but keep in mind, in Siddhartha, it's not Buddha. Buddha is mentioned in the book as being elsewhere. So it's like, this is like...
But he relates to it. It's like he feels like he is that. His dad's a minister, like a Brahmin in the book instead of...
It's the same story as the Buddha for all intents and purposes, but Buddha exists at the same time. Because how could... Like, he's being connected to Buddhist Brahmins in the book who are like followers of Buddha, but he's like, he experiences the same as Buddha, which I think for Herman Hesse is like what he's communicating is that this is achievable. You don't have to be the Buddha to be one. It's like, it's kind of weird. It's like, it's got more of like a Christian angle on Buddhism or something's happening there. Like, he ate of Buddha's flesh and now look at him,